Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Enjoy movies, soaps, drama, comedy, inspiration, education, music, and more. You get it all when you get MCTV, because MCTV gives you more.
While you go about It is Friday, December the 9th, 2022. Good morning. I'm Pearson Bowen. This is the CBC Morning Report. Barbados exports have risen by double digits, and it is hoped that recent collaborations with the Cuban government can push them even further. Mark Hill, the Chief Executive Officer of Export Barbados, in an interview with CBC News, gave an update on the figures.
We're on our way. We are seeing growth. We're seeing significant growth numbers. Right now, exports are up between 11% at the end of November 30th. So we're seeing the growth in the double-digit numbers. So we expect to stay on track for those double-digit growth numbers.
Reflecting on the recent signing of the Memorandum of Cooperation with BioCuba Pharma, he said it brings collaboration in several areas.
We're deepening our collaboration, but very, very specific around the life sciences, around pharmaceuticals, and the biotech opportunities. So we're collaborating with Cuba for research and development, deepening research and development opportunities for the private sector at a significant level. We're also deepening collaboration also for education when it comes to biotechnology and pharmaceuticals and life sciences. And we're also deepening collaboration as far as commercial opportunities are concerned that will help boost and improve industry as a whole, so that across the entire spectrum, there's a lot of value add being created between both nations, both Cuba and Barbados.
Mr. Hill goes on to add that Barbados Ambassador to Cuba, Philip St. Hill, along with Dario Pyle and his team at Export Barbados and the Foreign Affairs Ministry, were integral to cementing the partnership. He also sees upcoming reduced costs for medication, which are now quite high.
The analysis has to be done, but we know that Biopharma Cuba uses sugarcane to produce their diabetic product, particularly for foot care and stuff like that. So a lot of that knowledge transfer to the island is going to be significant. So we anticipate that the collaboration should have a reduced cost and impact on overall care in that diabetic space. But the exact numbers we don't have at this point in time. That research and the business case now has to be built and drilled down so that we have a clearly defined business case.
Mr. Hill says they have a clearly defined economic case because the areas of life science and pharmaceuticals are key for development, according to a recent study from Deloitte.
The accounting firm has just completed their life science economic roadmap for Barbados. So we have a very clearly defined economic roadmap. So now we just got to drill down to the specific business cases and build the ROIs, and the various investment opportunities for specific projects at this point. That has been mind blowing. Is now going through the final edits and the final reviews, but what it really speaks to is significant economic growth with a focus on the life sciences. So while Deloitte did that specifically for Barbados, the Cuba relationship has been built out on a separate and distinct track through the Prime Minister's office and through Foreign Affairs.
Coming up on the CBC Morning Report, nearly 200 countries at COP15 start tackling world biodiversity loss, and the FIFA World Cup resumes with the quarterfinals today.
Because you love English Premier League, MCTV has got it back. Now you can watch all the games of the English Premier League plus UEFA and NFL on MCTV. Current customers can upgrade to Max Pack Extra at just $23. Call MCTV today at 228-6288 to upgrade or come in and sign up for our new service. Football fans, let MCTV get you back in the game.
Think before you click, patrons, think before you click. Don't forget now, before you spread wrong information. Think before you click, just stop and think. Think before you click, BBS. Think before you click, if you can't confirm the source of the information. Think before you click. When friends send news to your phone, check the source or leave it alone. Cause people creating fake news to deceive you and confuse. Alright yo, accident broadcast on WhatsApp. Check yourself, don't forward that. Have respect for the victim's family. You would not share family like that. Think before you click, patrons, think before you click. Don't forget now, before you spread wrong information. Think before you click, just stop and think. Think before you click, think before you click. If you can't confirm the source of the information, think before you click.
There is a saying you...
Scientists, rights advocates and delegates from nearly 200 countries are in Montreal to tackle one of the world's most pressing environmental issues, the loss of biodiversity and what can be done to reverse it. Against that backdrop, the United Nations conference known as COP15 has the aim of setting out a plan to tackle global biodiversity loss over the next decade and beyond.
Lena Barrera is the Vice President for International Policy for Conservation International. She joins us from Montreal. Thank you so much for being on Al Jazeera. Now, as I mentioned, this conference has been billed as the last chance to save nature. Are things really that dire?
Hi, Tom. Thanks for having me. Yeah, things are pretty bad. Nature is in crisis. There are more than 1 million species at risk of extinction. And that means that humans are in crisis too, right? More than 50% of the global economy depends on nature. So the longer we wait, that means the more we have to lose and the more it will cost us to recover. So this really is a last opportunity for us to agree to finally halt and reverse the loss of nature by 2030 for our own good as well as that of other species.
Can you just briefly outline what you're hoping to achieve by the end of this conference?
Absolutely. So what we'd like to see is an agreement that to halt and reverse nature loss by 2030, and that needs to include recognition of the role of indigenous peoples in achieving that objective. It needs to include a focus on the areas that are most important for humans, so the areas that provide us the water we drink, the air we breathe, a stable climate, and it needs to make sure that there are sufficient resources for implementation, right? There's a $700 billion funding gap right now, and we need to close that.
Okay, well, I guess, you know, that's all well and good in setting these targets, but what is going to hold governments to actually achieving that? Because in the past we've seen that, you know, these conferences have gone ahead and then a report comes out a few years later and things are no better or even worse than they were before.
That's true. Some of the last targets, weren't met, but there were some bright spots. There's been more conservation over the last decade. The last funding goal, which was to double funding to biodiversity, was met. So what we need to achieve here is really to be sure that the goals are ambitious, but also that the right amount of resources are agreed to. And then beyond that, countries really need to be willing to do some of the hard work. Right? Changing our economic system so that humans and nature are thriving together is complicated, but it doesn't mean it's not possible. We do know how to do it, and we're seeing that level of change with climate change now, and it doesn't mean that it's not worth it, because it's our own survival that's on the line.
The FIFA World Cup resumes in Qatar this morning with the first set of quarter-final action. In the 11 o'clock fixture, it will be favourites Brazil against Croatia. That will be live on TV8 at 11. Also airing live is the match at 3 p.m, Netherlands versus Argentina. That match will feature football star Lionel Messi, who is closing in on his first global title.
Whether he likes it or not, Lionel Messi is the focus for most camera lenses when Argentina hit the training ground. Competing at his last World Cup, 35-year-old Messi is closing in on his first global title. Tens of thousands of fans have travelled to Qatar from Argentina, hoping to witness one of the game's all-time greats cap his international career with football's biggest prize.
We see the effort that everyone has made to come here and be part of the games, and also the people enjoying it from Argentina. I know that all of Argentina would like to be here, but that isn't possible. The unity that we have enjoyed for a while is very beautiful. At every match, it's incredible how they are living each game and transmitting so much passion and energy. I thank them because it's incredible.
The Netherlands team they'll face in the quarter-finals certainly enjoyed their knockout win against the USA. At their last World Cup appearance in 2014, Dutch fun came to an end with defeat against Argentina in the last four.
We know that you are 3 games away from glory. You could be 3 games away from glory. And we are in this position right now. We want to show, we want to perform and leave it all on the pitch and hopefully get success. And this is our opportunity.
Dutch coach Louis van Gaal is another rallying point for the players. He returned to the job for a 3rd time last year, the 71-year-old guiding the team through World Cup qualification while also being treated for prostate cancer.
Off the pitch, he's a very good guy as well. You can speak to him normal, and I think everyone is good with him. And I think also because this will be his last one, everyone wants to fight for him and do well for him.
Argentina's fans are hoping it will be their team that can bring the Netherlands' 19-game unbeaten run to an end.
That action resumes at 11 this morning. Well, tonight we'll also see the resumption of the TV8's Match Day Live from the 246, our football show where we analyse the day's outcomes and preview the next day's games. In addition to your posts on WhatsApp, we'll also be taking your calls. Match Day Live is scheduled for 8:30 this evening. Let me now tell you what's coming up on Morning Barbados in just a moment when you join me at 6:30. The Clothesline Project, what is it? And how does that connect with Human Rights Day? We will definitely be sharing the connection with you in just a little while. The upcoming Amaze 12th anniversary event is on. It's actually just 1 week away. What's on the cards? We will hear this morning. And Jaco has a really sweet, groovy new song out. He'll join us this morning as we delve beneath the song For Your Grace. All that and a whole lot more straight ahead at 6:30 on Morning Barbados. We're back after this.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. And together we will travel the world.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment.
Authorities from the Barbados Police Service and Defence Force have taken another step to address the crime problem in Barbados. Crystal Hoyt reports.
There have been 41 murders in Barbados this year compared to 28 last year. 31 of them involved firearms. As a result of the rising crime, the Barbados Police Service has formed a new unit with the Barbados Defence Force.
To combine our resources, and not only these two organizations, also members who work at borders within our country are also partners in this operation. And mind you, members of the public are also part and parcel of what we're hoping to achieve. And today marks the official launch of Operation Restore Order.
The operation is made up of 86 police personnel and an unlimited number of BDF personnel. Already, the unit has been able to solve a total of 4 murders, arrest 13 people, conduct 337 vehicle searches, 1,098 personal searches, seized a number of firearms and 67 rounds of ammunition. On the maritime side, they've confiscated $2.3 million in drugs. And while Commissioner Boyce assures the public people will not be targeted without cause, he's asked the public for their support.
You're going to see police officers and their support BDF personnel moving around. I want to encourage persons that when we are moving around, do not get in our way, do not intervene, do not hamper, do not make the job more difficult for the officers than it should be.
And has sent a stern warning to those operating outside of the law.
My message also to the criminals: we are serious about this operation. We intend to go after you. We intend to take these guns out of a person's hands. We intend to come after you 24/7. Day and night.
The police commissioner says it will be a 3-month operation in the first instance. Crystal Hoyt, CBC News.
Officials at the Dyton Griffith Secondary School have confirmed there was no stabbing or shooting on the compound yesterday, despite social media reports. Principal Major Michael Boyce told CBC News they were alerted that someone was impersonating a student on the school's compound. He said the police were called in to apprehend the individual.
The individual later jumped the school fence and left the compound, but the police arrived at the school to take a statement on the incident. While the police were present, an incident broke out between two students. School officials also quickly responded to this situation and shut it down. Additionally, a student experienced a panic episode. The student's parent was contacted and the ambulance called. We are happy to report that this student is now at home and resting.
Meanwhile, the Barbados Union of Teachers is worried about the safety of teachers in schools. President Rudy Lovell is asking the Ministry of Education to do more to address the problem as teachers are afraid. Mr. Lovell is also telling parents they need to play their part and check their children's bags. His comments came following that incident yesterday at the Dighton Griffith School. Classes there had to be cancelled abruptly. Officers from the police service were quickly on the scene.
Violence is increasing in our schools, and teachers are fearful. It is time for action to address this serious problem. Students are leaving home for school with scissors and knives instead of textbooks, pens, and pencils. Parents must check their children's bags before they leave home in the mornings. Furthermore, parents should beseech their children to follow the right path. Students need to be taught how to employ effective anger and conflict resolution strategies.
Belize is working to address the needs of mentally challenged people. Recently, the Mental Health Association called on the government to do more to assist those who may be in danger or a danger to themselves or others. The call came after a 48-year-old man was shot and killed by a police officer. The man was reportedly having a mental episode. Minister of Human Development Dolores Balderramos Garcia says the Ministries of Human Development and Health, along with the police department, first have to work together to tackle the issue of homelessness in Belize.
In a recent study, we had close to 75% of the homeless people who have some kind of mental issue. So there is mental illness, and whereas the policy of the Ministry of Health is not to institutionalize mentally ill people, we have to work together because there aren't enough shelters and safe places for mentally ill people when they're maybe in an acute stage. So shortly we'll be putting a paper to Cabinet for the cooperation of both the Ministry of Health and Human Development and the police when we need them, and we will be giving more special attention. If we have to put on one or two more social workers, and if we have to put on one or two more psychiatric nurse practitioners, we will certainly do so because we must take the issue seriously. I'm very sad that we had a loss of life by the big bridge because of a mentally ill person. And there's nothing against the police. The police are trying their best.
The H5N1 flu strain in Peru and Ecuador is impacting those economies negatively. Officials in those countries have been forced to cull thousands of birds, which will affect their agricultural industries.
A 90-day national health emergency in Peru and Ecuador as migratory birds from North America bring with them the highly contagious avian or bird flu. They've been infecting wild birds on their path towards the southern continent. The threat became clear after birds were found dead along Peru's northern coast. At least 13,000 of them, say environmental authorities, mostly pelicans. The outbreak reached a poultry farm in northern Lima, where Peru's Agricultural Health Service says nearly 37,000 birds were slaughtered this week to control the spread. But in Ecuador, it was much worse. The government says at least 180,000 birds will have to be culled to protect the poultry sector, which generates 23% of Ecuador's agricultural GDP.
This outbreak is contained. All protocols are being applied so that it does not spread. In the 5-kilometer buffer zone, there are no more contaminated farms.
Commercial producers in both countries say they have taken strict measures to secure their farm perimeters. Peru's government has banned live bird markets. The industry accounts for 2% of its GDP, and it's the most consumed protein among low-income Peruvians.
The worst thing that can happen is that this spreads to commercial farms. If chickens and hens die, chicken prices will skyrocket, and it will no longer be a health but a famine issue.
Health officials say the H5N1 avian flu strain found in Peru could infect humans through close contact. Health officials say that transmission of this virus among humans is very rare, but they're worried because the summer season here is about to begin, and they're urging people who are already coming to the beach to stay away from any dead birds. Concerned neighbors at Punta Hermosa Beach, south of Lima, say the stench of dead birds is too close.
We've called different entities to come and clean up. They came one day and took some dead birds and never came back. People come and try and see the birds, and we want to prevent this from happening too.
Authorities here and in Ecuador say they are working fast to contain the outbreak. A silent epidemic, but with no treatment or cure, death is assured for these birds reaching ashore for a time to rest their beak.
Russia has released U.S. basketball star Brittany Griner in a prisoner exchange, spurring messages of relief from U.S. officials, supporters, and Griner's loved ones, who for months had pushed for her return to the U.S.
President Biden announced the news in a tweet, releasing a photo of himself, Vice President Kamala Harris, and Brittany Griner's wife, Sherelle, speaking to the basketball star as she flew back to the United States.
She's safe. She's on a plane. She's on her way home after months of being unjustly detained in Russia.
Griner was arrested in February at a Moscow airport for drug possession and smuggling after authorities found trace amounts of cannabis oil in her luggage. She was convicted in August and sentenced to 9 years of hard labor in a Russian penal colony. U.S. officials, led by the president, condemned her sentence as disproportionately harsh. For months, the U.S. has been negotiating with Russian diplomats to release her.
What's your mood?
Happy. You fly back home to the U.S. To the U.S.
Да, конечно. Так что все будет нормально.
Everything will be fine.
She endured mistreatment and a show trial in Russia with characteristic grit.
The White House won't say what suddenly changed, only that this week brought a breakthrough. On Thursday, Griner was sent to the UAE as part of a prisoner swap for Russian arms dealer Viktor Bout, referred to by some as the Merchant of Death. He'd been serving 12 of a 25-year sentence in a U.S. federal prison for conspiring to kill Americans, acquiring and exporting anti-aircraft missiles, and providing material support to a terrorist organization. Before his arrest, Bout had built a business, allegedly supplying weapons to support wars and uprisings around the world, from Africa to Afghanistan. At the White House, Griner's wife expressed relief her ordeal was finally coming to an end.
9 months, y'all have been so privy to one of the darkest moments of my life, and so today I'm just standing here overwhelmed with emotions, but the most important emotion that I have right now is just sincere gratitude.
But Biden still faces questions about American Paul Whelan, left behind and currently serving a 16-year sentence in Russia on espionage charges. His family says he's innocent.
Sadly, for totally illegitimate reasons, Russia is treating Paul's case differently than Brittany's. And while we have not yet succeeded in securing Paul's release, we are not giving up.
Still, there's fear about President Biden's decision to swap a convicted arms dealer for an American convicted of drug possession. There are fears it could encourage further hostage-taking and send a global message about the price the White House is willing to pay for American lives.
The Barbados Community College Eagles are the winners of the National Sports Council Schools Under-19 basketball competition. In the final at the Wilde Gym, the BCC team defeated the St. Michael's School Cougars in a keenly contested final. Sean Green reports.
The SMS cheerleaders in the background calling on defense. That shot is no good for Anton Winters, leaving him in the cold. Fast break going the other direction. Aaron Messiah getting on the receiving end and collecting an easy two. Caleb Gaskin muscling his way through the entire BCC team in one goal, finding his teammate Noah DePaul just kissing the glass for 2 more for SMS. It wasn't a pastry shot, but there was something sweet about this turnover, at least for BCC. That's Harvey all alone, laying up for 2 more of his game-high 21 points. Another steal, and this time they find Harvey again, laying up for 2 and attracting the foul. SMS in a bind because they were falling behind. Zishan Motara from just beyond the arc nails the jumper for 3 of his 17 points. BCC having some issues with the SMS defense. They were all over this guy till eventually the ball gets free, and the long pass into the arms of Messiah, laying up for 2 more of his 14. After finishing the first half leading 38-30, the Erie Eagles were really starting to fly. Winters bringing the heat with this slam. Not so easy to score here. In fact, SMS, they get the ball back. Gaskin sends it downtown to Messiah, and as easy as you like, tipping it in for 2 more. Very late in the game with BCC leading by 11, and SMS looking for every and any opportunity to score. Not quite sure what's going on here. The Cougar caged in, and the ball repossessed, allowing BCC to run away with another 2 points. And by the time young Motara sent up this shot, the game was practically over already with the clock ticking down. Scott Wharton holding on to this one very tight. BCC coming away as victors in this competition, winning 80-67.
Well, in the third place playoff, Harrison College defeated Queen's College 79-61. Here's a look at forecast conditions now as recorded earlier at the Met Office at the Grantley Adams International Airport. Barbados is fair at the moment. The winds are coming from the north-northwest at 11 kilometers an hour. Expect a low tide at 14 minutes to 10 this morning, the next at 11 tonight, and a high tide at 5 minutes after 4 this afternoon. Seas are predicted today to be moderate to rough in open water, swells ranging from 2.5 to 3 meters and steady. A small craft and high surf advisory is in effect for above normal sea swells. In the forecast, Barbados today, most partly sunny. For tonight, it will be mostly clear and cool. And now I'll look at some forecast conditions for international cities. That's it for today's edition of the CBC Morning Report. I'm Pearson Bowen. Morning Barbados starts now.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning, Barbados, good morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning, everyone. A fantastic Friday morning to you. It is Friday, the 9th of December, 2022. How do you do? I'm Pearson Bowen, welcoming all of you under the tree with me this holiday season, hoping you do have yourself a very Merry Christmas. We're just 9th of December. That makes it, what, another 16 days until the 25th, inclusive of today. So you really just have a few more days to complete your Christmas shopping, as you no doubt are wanting to do. So just pay attention to the time, because it really literally waits for no one, no man nor woman, as you get ready for the holiday seasons. What's coming up today? Well, coming up today, chances for you to win, or what are you going to give me for Christmas? A call will be made to one of you. We hope you answer your phone as well. The Barbados Light and Power, they're paying attention to energy, and so they're going to be running a series of infomercials, things that let you know what's happening as they begin to look again at how we supply our energy needs, and certainly we'll start that discussion with them this morning as well. It's the Christmas edition of our Unscramble the Letters, which we will have some fun in, so look out for more fun this morning where that's concerned. The cameraman is a Christmas baby, and so he's got a new song out for the season, Good Health for Christmas. That's his wish for all of us. He will join us live right here on the set of Morning Barbados today, so look out for that and a whole lot more. Plus, Jaco has a brand new song for Your Grace. Can't wait to talk to him about that and to share with you the groovy groove of that new track indeed. Amaze, a week from now, is having their 12th anniversary sale, and you know how big that often is. We'll get some details from them this morning as you begin to plan out how you can make your grand savings in the Amaze 12th anniversary sale. But I want to get started this morning by looking at this clothes line project. What is that? You're asking. I ask the same questions. And so joining us this morning to talk about it is Dr. Anthony Cummins, who is, as you know, a principal psychologist, but he's the chief organizer of the Clothesline Project. And with him is Robert Ashton, who is a part of the project as well. Gentlemen, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Pearson.
Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Cummins. Let's start with you. What is the Clothesline Project?
First of all, I need to start by saying to you, Merry Christmas, and all the staff at CBC and all Barbados. You look lovely there. The Clothesline Project, thank you so much. Morning to everyone. This began back in 1990 when a lady by the name of Rachel Kerry Harper, back in Massachusetts, because of 58,000 soldiers dying in Vietnam at that time, coincided with 51,000 women who also died that year in the Americas to violence. And so this lady embarked, along with the ladies group, to establish something called a clothesline stretching from one village to another, with about over 1,000 shirts, all designed with different and varying messages to stop violence against women and children. So this is where this project came along from. Now, what we are doing is echoing this this project with her, so we respect her for that, and we thought it would be a beautiful idea, knowing that Saturday is Human Rights International Day, to be able to share with Barbados and the wider society a number of the human rights that we think that person should be cognizant of and should know. So we're going to bring awareness. If you see a shirt that I'm wearing here right now, the right to own things, this is one of the rights that we have. We're going to have these shirts painted up and be in Jubilee Gardens, displaying these shirts on a long clothesline. Persons are going to be bringing their shirts with their clothes pegs and everything, and have the shirts marked with all the varying human rights that we know of.
Yeah. We know about washing or dirty laundry in public. We hang them out for everyone to see. And here it is. Now, this project, it forces us just to, as we go by, stop and take a look. And in taking that look, internalize the messages as well, because we're talking human rights. That's what we're talking about. And so on the 10th, which is tomorrow, the International Human Rights Day, is when this activity will occur, as you said, in Jubilee Gardens. Now, in terms of getting the shirts together and putting the messages together, how many people have you been working with to really bring this to fruition?
A number of organizations have been on board with this. Again, you see, Robert is going to tell you about that, the area that he represents, but the community of the blind and that of also the disabled are working closely with us, as well as a number of women's organizations are working, because human rights is really about everybody. Everybody needs to know this. And if it is one thing that we need to pay attention to, is that persons should be aware of the human rights, because if anything, Barbados is right now going through that period where they're rebuilding and reconstructing what we call the Constitution of Barbados. And this is a fantastic time for you to become aware of these rights, so that you can go to those meetings and make a contribution, a valuable contribution, in helping to state your place and what you would like to see happen even within the Constitution of Barbados. But Pearson, let me be quick to say to you, on the 25th of November this year, begun the basic gender violence against women and
16
children.
days of activism, yes.
And that ends on tomorrow, the 10th of December, which is really an opportunity for a lot of the women across the world and other associations to speak against the violence that has happened against women and children. That day is designed mainly for the elimination of it. The United Nations Assembly had took that convention and pushed that. So because there's too much violence against women and children, what we like to do on that day as well, on the 10th of December, is that we're going to highlight and men. We're going to stick and men onto that because we want to bring awareness also to the public that there's a lot of gender-based violence. There's a lot of violence in the home, in the church, in the community, in the sports place, in politics against men. And we want to bring that awareness as well. So the shirts are going to be written up with a whole lot of messages. And there's even going to be other shirts placed on tables there where persons, the public now, empty shirts, shirts that don't have on any kind of writing, they're going to be there with their markers, and persons can come and put what their favorite or what means most to them of all the human rights, and maybe some of the different messages that they need to send to the public of Barbados as well.
Robert, what's your role in all of this? Robert, could you explain to me what it is that you are doing to add to it?
My point is that I also like to highlight the role of the disabled community because we are always, most of the time forgotten. So just want to highlight because some of the human rights, which is the basic one like food, clothing, shelter, most of the disabled community also have issue getting those basic needs. So basically, I just trying to highlight from the point of view from the disabled community.
So the encouragement, though, then, is for those who are a member or part or support of the disabled community to be a part of it. Don't pull yourself away from this activity. Come on down and also see the messages on the clothes line and perhaps put your message on a shirt, because it's all about enlightening our wider community so that we all begin to appreciate more what it is that we do and how our actions impinge upon another's rights. I see there that, Anthony, you're holding up a whole series of things, and there's a lot happening in our society, the gun violence. We're also seeing violence by females upon males. And is that also going to be a part of what you're seeking to highlight as well?
Of course, definitely. Again, this is the correct atmosphere and the correct time to be portraying that within the 16 days of activism. We strongly believe that the message needs to be sent that violence happens, exists for men. A lot of men don't cry out and don't share a lot of their feelings and emotions, but we need to let persons know, yes, it is real. A lot of men are, I know that I'm a psychologist. I have the evidence to suggest that men are abused daily and regularly from men, and then a lot of it happens in the home, and a lot of it happens in the business place. So, this is the time we're going to be definitely portraying some of these messages. I want persons to understand CSI for Men and Fathers is not a human rights group or association, but at least we saw it fit to be able to portray these messages at this time and participate so Barbados becomes aware of all of these issues that are there. You have rights, and men have rights. Men have rights to, men have rights to so many things. You have rights to so many things. On that day, you're talking about all rights, human rights for free and all equal, the right to trial the innocent until proven guilty, the right to privacy, the freedom movement and residence, right to asylum, right to nationality. There are many rights. Turkey, the list there. Google it and see it's right there. There is something called human rights law. You need to know these things. If you had to go to court, had to be charged, you need to understand, men, again, that there are rights that you need to portray, and right to an attorney.
You have the rights that you have. Yes, you're right. And when you stop to think of it, human rights, just by the word human, tells you it has no gender and it has no age. So definitely everyone has a right to. And so you're asking that tomorrow, when that long clothesline is placed there in Jubilee Gardens, that we will hang our laundry, that will air it today to begin to open up the discussion on a whole host of things as it relates to human rights. And we want to encourage many people, as you're walking your way through town tomorrow from one point to the other, spend some time. Don't just walk past. Spend some time and put your message on the shirts that will be there as well, so we can hang them on the line as well. It really, it's not just a spectacle, it's a moment for introspection as well. So I want to thank both of you. We wish you well in it, and we want the disabled community as well to be a part. Come share your point of view as well, because sometimes we don't hear it, but tomorrow we definitely will, because the focus is on human rights for all. Dr. Anthony Cummins and Robert Ashton, thank you, gentlemen. The best with tomorrow's clothesline project and the move towards raising awareness of human rights for all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Morning Barbados.
You're
Thank
welcome.
You so much,
and as you started, Merry Christmas to both of you. Thank you.
Merry Christmas to you. Thank you so much.
All right. We'll take a break right here on Morning Barbados. We're coming back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Morning Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morningbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Enjoy movies, soaps, drama, comedy, inspiration, education, music, and more. You get it all when you get MCTV, because MCTV gives you more.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
15 and a half minutes now to go to the hour of 7 o'clock this Friday morning, the 9th of December 2022. That means we are 7 days away from the biggest activity in Barbados, and I mean the biggest when you stop to think about it. It is the 12th anniversary of the Amaze. Well, it's Amaze 12th anniversary sale that's on. And when we say sale, we mean sale. Ryan Boyce, who's part of the PR team there, joins me this morning. Ryan, good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you for having us. Yes,
You're welcome. You're welcome. First of all, before we start,
yes.
I'm wearing shoes. You're wearing socks.
Yes, I'm making sure I'm grounded and I'm ready to get to everybody to come to Amaze. So you have to run quickly.
Move fast.
Move fast, right?
Now, over the years, we all know that thousands of people descend on that one location there just beyond Oystons in Christchurch for this amazing sale. And something tells me, since it's 12 now, it's going to be even more amazing.
You're on to us. Yes, actually, we want to give God thanks because we made it to 12 years.
Yes.
And our store opened on December 20th, 2010. And therefore, we're starting the excitement on the 16th, right? We're giving everybody a 25% discount on that day. In fact, we invite the whole world to come down. As you know, tons of persons understand that this is their customer appreciation, and we are happy to give back to them on our birthday celebration. Now we're going to celebrate for 12 days, in fact, and we want to let Barbados know we've added new checks this year. We've brought on our friends over at the breast screening, and they're going to come by, and the bus will be there from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m.
Nice.
So we've added this year, you know, as part of our celebration to our customers and our patrons. Now, they don't have to even pay for that, all right, because Amaze will take care of that for them. We're letting you know. In fact, you know, I even brought along a flyer here to make sure they know that we have all these things happening at Amaze as well. And it is a great place to have get your bargains as you get your Christmas shopping going on, because you know things a little tight, such like. We also have hampers for those persons going through a little bit of a challenge.
Right.
You know, we understand that, and we want to say, you know what, you have a little bit of challenge, just come by, say, hey, I need a hand.
Yes.
We have hampers for them. Those who, as we're seeing in our society right now, going through a challenge of crime and that sort of thing, we have Bibles as well to also allow persons to get a little word inside their souls,
indeed,
you know. And we always start with a word of prayer as well to give thanks.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
And when you stop to think about it, we started with the feet because you're talking being grounded. The Bible grounds you.
It grounds you.
It truly grounds you. I know that has always been over the years part of the mission of Amaze.
That's correct.
To truly represent what God wants for his people and to offer only the very best of what God has designed for his people.
Correct.
And in doing so, to do it in an affordable way, a respectful way, and a conscientious way as well. And that is what we also experience next week Friday. This Friday coming up next week.
Correct. December 16th. So mark your calendars, December 16th. And yes, once we give back, because we understand persons we've received, so we continue to share that blessings around others. And you know, just in case the information is so much in such a short space of time, visit our website, www.atamaze.com, @amaze.com, and you can see all of the specials we have there, the food items. There's breakfast there for you, there's lunch there for you, there's blood checks, you know, blood pressure, sugar, cholesterol, all of those things.
And with the breast screening campaign being there part of it as well.
Absolutely.
All of that, plus loads, and I mean loads of entertainment.
Loads of entertainment. Oh, you listen, I'm telling you, come along and sing a song. I'm telling you.
Ryan,
you know,
I told this man when we started, Ryan, you know, it's been a rough time. We've just finished our recital, and the sinuses are hitting me for 6 at the moment. And you know what Ryan said to me? Oh, we have something for that.
Have something for that at Amaze, you know.
And that's what it's about, because when you start to think of it, sometimes you don't know what you have, and you don't know what is available to help you relieve what it is you're going through. At Amaze, there's something for you.
There's something for you.
And you can have that private one-on-one conversation.
Absolutely, absolutely. So while persons are outside doing their stuff, and if something pops up, hey, you need to get this checked out, you know, you can pop into the store, have a chat. Well, when you're in store, we understand persons may have a little bit of compromised immune system, so we asking persons to wear the mask in store. And when you're in store, you can say, hey, my results show this, such like. Oh, sure. We can have that conversation and say, recommend what is good for you. In fact, I just want to let persons know, just yesterday we had to restock on our
the famous project, the famous product, the famous arginine, and
the TI. I mean, make sure I have it right here. Is the TIG 10, right? TIG 10, and persons also outside of Barbados have been requesting this and coming through the store and saying, you know, I need a couple of these, so they can order online and we ship them by express to them as well. So we're letting persons know, yes, we have the TIG 10 back in stock.
Good.
And it is also part of that discount that you get.
Good. I'm glad you said it, because you know we have lots of viewers who are overseas as well. So folks, if it's the TIG 10 you want, go online to @amaze.com, ATAMAZE.com, and order it. It will be brought to you, sent to you, in other words, shipped to you, in other words. But that's all it's about, because it's part of the 12th anniversary sale. Now, you know how it works with you guys generally. On day one, there's a certain amount of discount.
That's correct.
And then it reduces thereafter. So the best thing is really to get there fast on Friday.
On Friday, all right? Now, we know persons want to get there 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the mornings.
But they usually do.
They do. They do. And that's the excitement. We don't have any issues with that. There will be a little bit of meal there for you as well, too. And persons who are coming in from work, we'll still be there. We're there right up until 8 p.m. So if you don't make it 9 o'clock in the morning, we're right there through until 8 p.m. As you come up Oystins, you see the 18-foot dancing man, you know. You hear the music, SOS Steel Pan. We have some saxophonist, Crystal J. There, Kean Walters, who's going to sing. I Am Amazed.
That's right,
I'm telling you. And, you know, we also encourage persons to meet with our Angela Waith is going to be there. And she's the one who, you know, you hear on our sites, radio program saying that when she's taken our product, they have worked. And she's gone back for tests and she's cancer free.
That's right. That's right.
So you can meet her in person. And that's one of the reasons we're encouraging you to come across the
you know I'm coming. You know I'm coming. So because you know I'm coming, I want to be Angela Waith.
That is no problem.
You will make that happen?
I will make that happen.
Thank you. I'd
she's
love to meet her.
She's excited and she's been telling persons to come by. And I'm extending to all of Barbados to come by and meet with Angela.
This is, by the way, folks, we're talking about the Amaze 12th anniversary big sale, which is happening next week, Friday the 16th, at the location there in Oystins, just off Thornbury Hill, the bottom, the blue building, as we used to call it. You know, that's where they're going to be. Everybody knows where it's going to be. There's more than sufficient parking space. There's everything that you need all in one location, and literally going from morning till night. That's how it works. You know, I pass early and I pass late, and people are there. What I love is how safe the environment truly is.
It is a safe environment. There's no issues. We also make sure that our security team come through. You know, there's also sanitizing stations, so they're safe in terms of person as well as health safe as well. And persons have a time to enjoy themselves. Remember, school finishes the day before. Bring along the children. This is an opportunity as well too. You know,
you're reading my mind very well, very well. Because as you see them, they run through, but they also help shop. I've seen some children coming and knowing exactly what they want because they're going to be Christmas toys.
I'm saying that's where I'm going.
Oh, sorry, but you take it from me.
Thank you so much, Pearson. You know, I'm glad that you're mentioning it. We have Christmas toys. We have gifts from little children all the way to the adults. Persons who are at home can also, you know, if you send a little child across, send a grandson or granddaughter across. In fact, some of our ads say that their grandchildren are reminded by grandparents that the Amaze sale is coming up, and that's December 16th. That is the start. So if you miss the start, you can only blame yourself.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You know? But don't worry, that's just the start. But it runs 12 days thereafter, for the 12 days of Christmas.
I'm saying you're on to us for sure.
But you know, the biggest discount you'll get is on the 16th.
That's
folks.
right.
The biggest, and I mean, what's that?
25% discount on every single thing, from the smallest thing in the store to the biggest thing in the store. 25% discount. Wow. All right.
I bought my little air conditioning units from there. We bought several of them and they're still working and they're very cost affordable. And that's what it's about, because you've been able over the years to be able to provide things we need at affordable prices.
Affordable prices.
That's what's the most amazing.
Yeah, I am telling you. And that's why we give back to our customers, because they have been loyal to us as well. You know, and we want to make sure you get into the new year as healthy as possible too. So that's why we're going to do those checks inside of there. We know we're going into flu season and cold season. I know I've seen some persons with a little bit of a runny nose, a little bit of tickle in their throat. We have something. We have something for that too, right? And all of these products have been internationally recognized and awarded global excellence awards. So it's not just Barbados, but it's across the globe that these have been awarded, and persons can be assured that they work. Right? So as we're going into flu season and such like, we have something for you, and that's now the TIF-10, all right? So it helps suppress those viruses, viral infections, right down to malaria as well too. So persons, we have it. We're looking for you. I'm going to tell you, from as far as north, St. Lucie, Spikestown, all the way to St. Philip, we have the room, okay? Just make sure you mark the date. We're there from 9 a.m. We start with a prayer, and that is on the 16th of December, 25% discount. But after that, it just drops to 10%. To 10%. Discount, all right? Still a discount. Still a discount, absolutely, that you can get your shopping in place. We have everything that you need. Visit the website www.amaze.com, or even our Facebook page or our Instagram page, or call up a friend and say, hey, what's the number again? 420-7809. You know, we're looking forward for all and sundry there.
And all and sundry means you and you and you and even you. Correct. Everyone is going to be there, and don't be left out. Really, truly don't be left out. It's the 12th anniversary sale of Amaze. It's a big one. It's a birthday celebration of sort. 25% discount for 12 days thereafter. The sale continues, and until 8 o'clock. On the 16th, which is next week, Friday, you can be there shopping. I know there are people who come and spend the whole day.
Oh, they do,
while they're there.
They do. They sing along. It's a good, relaxed atmosphere, like you say, and they feel safe, and they bring their friends, because it's also a good community sort of thing. And we need a little bit more to that, especially now, to start your Christmas spirit, start that Christmas sharing and joy and that sort of thing, you know. And because there's the checks there that persons can say, hey, what's my blood pressure like right now?
And it's important to know. Take it from me. It's important to know your pressure levels.
Yeah, absolutely. So then you have somebody to, hey, the nurses may say, just sit there a few minutes. You have someone to keep your company. And because you do that and you check again, your blood pressure is good. You say, okay, nothing to worry about. You know, forget about
Or if there is something to worry about, you nip it in the bud.
In the bud, absolutely.
And there's something for that.
You know the thing.
I know the thing. And that's what it's about. But breast screening will also be done, ladies and gentlemen, there on Friday as well.
That's correct.
The bus will be there.
And they don't have to pay.
Oh, it's free.
Amaze is taking care of that.
Sweet.
So come along. Come along. And while you're waiting, we have gluten-free ice cream there as well. So you can, it's sugar-free. It still tastes good, I'm telling you. And that's why we have them there every year as well, too.
And when ice cream tastes good, even though it's gluten-free or sugar-free, when children are constantly at the ice cream machine, and that is how you know for sure. And that's because it's there. And Amaze is just good to all of us.
Correct.
You know, Ryan, I could talk to you forever.
Oh,
but I cannot talk to you forever.
Oh, man.
Are you going to sing a little something for us this morning? Yeah, me too. Good response. But the big sale is on, folks, next Friday, Friday the 16th at Amaze. And I mean at amaze.com is the website for you now, you know. But that's where the action will definitely be, bright and early in the morning and running till quite late in the evening. And of course, if 8 o'clock comes and you're still there in the line, I know the folks at Amaze will still be happy to supply you with what you're looking forward for. 25% discount on Friday the 16th, and then from Saturday it drops to 10%. So it makes wise thought to come on Friday to grab the biggest discount available, but discounts will always be there. And there's adequate supply. Ryan told you that a shipment has come in.
That's right.
I know that award-winning product that you know about will be available to you in large quantity. And also we'll get to meet Miss Waith. Yes, the lady who you hear on the radio programs, she will be there in person. She can share from her own experience, but she can also share with you what's right. And so we want to be there for the big sale, Friday the 16th at Amaze in Oystins. Ryan, thank you so much.
Thank you for
See you again
us.
soon.
Looking forward.
All right, my brother. We'll take a break right here on Morning Barbados. When I come back, I'll share with you the news.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
Because you love English Premier League, MCTV has got it back. Now you can watch all the games of the English Premier League plus UEFA and NFL on MCTV. Current customers can upgrade to Max Pack Extra at just $23. Call MCTV today at 228-6288 to upgrade or come in and sign up for our new service. Football fans, let MCTV get you back in the game.
Think before you click. Patrons, think before you click. Don't forget now. Before you spread wrong information. Think before you click. Just stop and think. Think before you click. BBS. Think before you click. If you can't confirm the source of the information, think before you click. When friends send news to your phone, check the source or leave it alone. Cause people creating fake news to deceive you and confuse. Alright now, accident broadcast on WhatsApp. Check yourself, don't forward that. Have respect for the victim. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
It's a minute and a half after 7 o'clock now. Barbados exports have risen by double digits, and it is hoped that recent collaborations with the Cuban government can push them even further. Mark Hill, the Chief Executive Officer of Export Barbados, in an interview with CBC News, gave us an update on the figures.
We are on our way. We are seeing growth. We're seeing significant growth numbers. Right now, exports are up between 11% at the end of November 30th. So we're seeing the growth in the double-digit numbers. So we expect to stay on track for those double-digit growth numbers.
Reflecting on the recent signing of the Memorandum of Cooperation with BioCuba Pharma, he said it brings collaboration in several areas.
We're deepening our collaboration, but very, very specific around the life sciences, around pharmaceuticals, and biotech opportunities. So we are collaborating with Cuba for research and development, deepening research and development opportunities for the private sector at a significant level. We are also deepening collaboration also for education when it comes to biotechnology and pharmaceuticals and life sciences. And we're also deepening collaboration as far as commercial opportunities are concerned, that will help boost and improve industry as a whole, so that across the entire spectrum, there's a lot of value add being created between both nations, both Cuba and Barbados.
Authorities from the Barbados Police and Defence Force have taken another major step to address the crime situation in Barbados. Crystal Hoyt reports.
There have been 41 murders in Barbados this year compared to 28 last year. 31 of them involved firearms. As a result of the rising crime, the Barbados Police Service has formed a new unit with the Barbados Defence Force.
We combine our resources, and not only these two organizations, also members who work at the borders within our country are also partners in this operation. And mind you, members of the public are also part and parcel of what we're hoping to achieve. And today marks the official launch of Operation Restore Order.
The operation is made up of 86 police personnel and an unlimited number of BDF personnel. Already, the unit has been able to solve a total of 4 murders, arrest 13 people, conduct 337 vehicle searches, 1,098 personal searches, seized a number of firearms and 67 rounds of ammunition. On the maritime side, they've confiscated $2.3 million in drugs. And while Commissioner Boyce assures the public people will not be targeted without cause, he's asked the public for their support.
You're going to see police officers and their support BDF personnel moving around. I want to encourage persons that when we are moving around, do not get in our way, do not intervene, do not hamper, do not make the job more difficult for the officers than it should be.
And has sent a stern warning to those operating outside of the law.
My message also to the criminals: we are serious about this operation. We intend to go after you. We intend to take these guns out of a person's hands. We intend to come after you 24/7, day and night.
The police commissioner says it will be a 3-month operation in the first instance. Crystal Hoyt, CBC News.
Officials at the Dighton Griffith Secondary School have confirmed there was no stabbing or shooting on the compound yesterday, despite social media reports. Principal Major Michael Boyce told CBC News they were alerted that someone was impersonating a student on the school's compound. He says police were called in to apprehend that individual.
The individual later jumped the school fence and left the compound, but the police arrived at the school to take a statement on the incident. While the police were present, an incident broke out between 2 students. School officials also quickly responded to this situation and shut it down. Additionally, a student experienced a panic episode. The student's parent was contacted and the ambulance called. We are happy to report that this student is now at home and resting.
Meanwhile, the Barbados Union of Teachers is worried about the safety of teachers in Barbados. President Rudy Lavelle is asking the Ministry of Education to do more to address the problem, as teachers are afraid. He's also telling parents they need to play their part and check their children's bags.
Violence is increasing in our schools, and teachers are fearful. It is time for action to address this serious problem. Students are leaving home for school with scissors and knives instead of textbooks, pens, and pencils. Parents must check their children's bags before they leave home in the mornings. Furthermore, parents should beseech their children to follow the right path. Students need to be taught how to employ effective anger and conflict resolution strategies.
Well, that's our news until now. Morning Barbados continues in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Think before you click. Agents, think before you click. Don't forget now. Before you spread wrong information. Think before you click. Just stop and think. Think before you click. Think before you click. If you can't confirm the source of the information, think before you click. When friends send news to your phone, check the source or leave it alone. Cause people creating fake news to deceive you and confuse. Alright yo, accident broadcast on WhatsApp. Check yourself, don't forward that. Have respect for the victim's family. You would not share family like that. Think before you click. Agents, think before you click. Don't forget now. Before you spread wrong information, think before you click. Just stop and think. Think before you click. Think before you click. If you can't confirm the source of the information, think before you click. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Hi, I'm Shane, and welcome. As we know, November is Energy Month, and everyone is talking about innovation. Now, I know you already know what this is, but we're going to speak with someone who knows all about how we use our drone technology right here at Light and Power. Okay guys, remember I promised to bring you someone special to speak with, and I'm keeping that promise. Here we are with our engineering manager, Dr. Nika Archer. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so I want to know all about the GIS system. Everyone wants to know about it. What does it stand for, and what is it used for here at the Light and Power?
Okay, so GIS stands for Geographical Information System. And the geographical part, we want to know where our assets are. And when we speak about assets, we talk about from the generation station to the substation, through all the poles you see, wires, transformers, down to the meter to supply the customer. So in managing those assets, we need to inspect them, key information on the asset, etc.
All right, Nika, I want to talk about this beast here. Tell me everything about the drone and the drone technology.
Okay, so the drone is our inspection workhorse. So we use it really to see the view from the top of the pole, where we could take a video, a photograph, or do an infrared to pick up hotspots.
Wow.
However, if we get now to a hurricane situation like what we did in Dominica, imagine the GIS and the drones together. Remember, the GIS captures data on our asset. So in a hurricane situation, imagine if we had a particular area where the poles were down. With the GIS, we could see where the poles are, and then using the drone, we could fly over the area and to be able to see what poles were damaged, the extent of the damage, and plan quicker and more efficiently.
That's amazing. I want to thank you so much for letting us understand how the GIS system works and your drone technology, and then how they can work together for the betterment of everyone.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay, so that's it for this episode of Energy Talks. We're always open to interaction with you, so don't hesitate to contact us. You can reach out and search BLPC online on your favorite social media platform, or telephone customer service at 626-4300, or visit our new exciting customer portal at blpc.com.bb. But before I go, let me introduce you to customer support agent Sherry Riley. She has this week's customer power tip.
My customer service tip is that you purchase reliable surge protection equipment because most electrical fluctuations occur outside the control of any utility company. Please feel free to visit our website at www.blpc.com.bb for further information.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Think before you click. Pigeons, think before you click. Don't forget now. Before you spread wrong information. Think before you click. Just stop and think. Think before you click. BBS. Think before you click. If you can't confirm the source of the information, think before you click. When friends send news to your phone, check the source or leave it alone. Cause people creating fake news to deceive you and confuse. Alright yo, accident broadcast on WhatsApp. Check yourself, don't forward that. Have respect for the victim's family. You would not share family like that. Think before you click. Pigeons, think before you click. Don't forget now. Before you spread wrong information, think before you click. Just stop and think. Think before you click. Think before you click. If you can't confirm the source of the information, think before you click. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
14 minutes now after 7 o'clock. It is the season of goodwill and peace on earth to all men. And part of that goodwill is how do we reach out to show how we care for others who are perhaps less fortunate than ourselves. There are many across this island who are in dire need of food. And so the CBC cares enough. And so we have what we're calling our CBC Cares Food Drive for Christmas. And we want to encourage you, wherever you go shopping, at any of the Massey stores outlets, or you can bring it right here to the CBC. We have our bin in our lobby right there. Into that you drop your food items, tinned items, dried goods, those kinds of things, non-perishable items, food items, and you can drop them in at your convenience. As you do know, we're here open for a little while, but the stores, Massey stores, are opened at the times they're open. So as you do your shopping, think not just of yourself and your family. And we know times are tough, not just for you, but for those who are without as well. So we need you to help us show how much we all as an island care. And we want to give you the opportunity to join with us in this by dropping in all of your food items, non-perishable as well, into the barrels that are at different locations. Today to Sunday, any of the Massey stores, at Worthing, for particular, at Worthing, there's a bin there, from 10, talk to me. From 10 o'clock this morning at Massey Worthing, while doing your shopping, you can begin to put your items into the bin. We'll be happy to receive them, and we thank you already, the hundreds of you who are making the effort. We really want to encourage as many of you as possible to reach beyond yourself and to reach in to help others as well. And as you do your shopping, drop in a little bag of rice, a little bit of flour, a tin of this or a tin of that, because everything goes a long way to making Christmas merrier for someone this Christmas indeed. And we want to be able to do so for as many people as you allow us to be able to do so. We've joined you in this as well because as CVC staff, we too are making donations into the barrel. We want to encourage as many of you as possible. You love people, love them enough to want to give to their need as well. So come to the CBC, make the drop in. If you go to Massey Worthing today from 10 o'clock this morning, there's a barrel there. Make your drop in of your items as you make your purchase. And let's make Christmas happy and happier for someone's in need this Christmas season. I thank you. The CBC truly thanks you as well for your generosity, and truly that's what it is, because times are tough. Your generosity is going to bring that smile to the face of little ones and some adults as well in our CBC Cares Food Drive for Christmas. Thank you, everyone. Now we want to give back as well, because it's time now for what you're going to give me for Christmas. Time for us to make a call to one of you or some of you to see who answers their phone correctly. When you do, this morning I have something really super to give to you. I ain't going to tell you what it is yet, but I want you to answer your phone by saying, what are you going to give me for Christmas? And let's see if we can surprise you with your winnings today. So who shall we call first? Let's see if we get them on the phone very quickly and see who answers their phone as well. Remember, we want to say a big thank you to those who've been working along with us. Farmer's Choice, Purity Bakeries, Jordan Supermarket, 365 Detox, Promotech, Berger Color Shop, Chickmont Foods Limited, Saul, Wildy and Warrens, Axel Finance, Impact Coaching, the Barbados Public Workers Cooperative Credit Union Limited, the Kingsley Store and Sunshine Snacks. Each of you, we say thank you too for helping to make others very happy this Christmas. There is now. Now it begins to ring. Let's see if we get that person on the phone.
What you can give me for Christmas? What you can give me for Christmas?
Oh, hello.
Hello?
I beg your pardon? Hello?
What you can give me for Christmas?
Oh, there you go. There you are. Who is this I'm talking to?
Andrea.
Andrea who?
Andrea King.
And Andrea King, why would you answer your phone like that?
Because I entered the competition.
And because you entered the competition, that means you have to answer your phone like that?
Exactly.
Very good answer, Andrea. Now, out of curiosity, since you've entered, have you been answering your phone like that?
Not all the time.
So how do you decide that today's answer would have been that?
Because the phone never rings so early.
Your phone don't ring so early. So if your phone rings this early, God be CBC calling, right?
Exactly.
Andrea, congratulations to you. Thank you so much for playing so smartly. Indeed, I have something for you for Christmas. Let me tell you what it is. You've won yourself, and by the way, do you love to listen to music and those kinds of things?
Yes.
Do you have your own devices on which you listen to your music, and sometimes you just want to shut out everybody else and listen to what you want to listen to?
Sometimes, yes.
Often or not so often?
Most of the time I listen individually sometimes.
Oh, so most of the times you tend to want to listen by yourself. And so what do you use when you do so?
Well, sometimes I use my phone.
You have headphones?
Yes.
Really? Brand new, or you're getting on in age now?
Just the normal ones.
But are they getting on in age, or are they brand new?
Not brand new. Had them more than a year.
Oh, okay. So they're pretty all right. And do you have little ones in the house who play with your headphones?
No.
Oh, okay. So nobody have bred them yet, as we say.
No, not yet.
All right, fair enough. What I've got for you today from all goodies is a pair of Argon Tech headphones. These are really super high-tech headphones, by the way.
I've never had that type.
Well, now you will get to experience it for yourself thanks to Promotech. So now you know someone from our marketing department will be contacting you, Andrea, to make arrangements for you and to collect your brand new pair of super high-def headphones from Promotech, all right?
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Have yourself a Merry Christmas.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye indeed. Andrea King is her name, so she did the right thing. Perhaps next time it would be you too who will do the right thing, and doing the right thing comes with rewards. It comes with a gift. We'll take a break right here on Morning Barbados, shall we? And we'll be right back in just a moment.
What you gonna give me for Christmas?
Merry Christmas.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Enjoy movies, soaps, drama, comedy, inspiration, education, music, and more. You get it all when you get MCTV, because MCTV gives you more.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
Because you love English Premier League, MCTV has got it back. Now you can watch all the games of the English Premier League plus UEFA and NFL on MCTV. Current customers can upgrade to Max Pack Extra at just $23. Call MCTV today at 228-6288 to upgrade or come in and sign up for our new service. Football fans, let MCTV get you back in the game.
Think before you click. Agents, think before you click. Don't forget now. Before you spread wrong information. Think before you click. Just stop and think. Think before you click. BBS. Think before you click. If you're
saying you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating.
morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
These things happen from time to time, right? 24 minutes now after 7 o'clock. A little bit more fun with you right now as I give you an opportunity to unscramble for me some letters. And as I've told you before, all of these words relate to this time of year. And so as you see them, put yourself in that frame and work it out immediately. And when you do, you give me a call on 228-5562 or 228-5563. Those are the numbers to call to reveal for me what you see when you unscramble the letters. So are you ready to play? Because I am ready to play with you too. 228-5562 or 228-5563. What's the first word to unscramble? You're waiting patiently as I. So let's get those words up and give you a chance to unscramble those letters as well to tell me the words you make. Still to come, J. Cole will be joining us as he shares with us from his new track, For Your Grace. That is going to be super indeed. I can't wait to talk to him a little bit more about that. And Cameraman will be coming by as well too as he shares his brand new Christmas song. But look at your screen right now. Tell me the word you make when you unscramble the letters you see. So call me now on 228-5562 or 228-5563 and tell me the word you make unscrambling those letters. What word can we make with those letters? 228-5562 or 228-5563. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Hey, Rons. What word do you see?
I see sorrel.
You see sorrel where you saw sorrel?
I see sorrel on the screen, and I see some down the road growing too.
You serious?
Yeah.
Growing wild or growing in somebody's yard or something?
In somebody's yard, in somebody's yard.
Fair enough. Have you ever made a sorrel drink?
Yes, Pearson, when I was small, my grandfather, everybody grew sorrel back in the day.
Right.
So Dad would bring it home, we cut it off, put it to dry, and then you steep it, then you boil your water and put it to steep and put in spices and all of that there. And then as I get old, I put a little beverage, a little something to spice
a little something for a kick.
Because children, they didn't give me nothing alcohol.
Yes. But I never could understand how long you set it out to dry for. It seems as if they knew either by looking or something that's the time to bring it in and to put it to sleep. It's so uncanny.
Exactly, because every day we got to carry it out. You got to carry it out as children.
Yes, and turn it so that it's something else. But look at that. Look at how ingenuity indeed.
Exactly.
Rons, thank you here.
Yeah, thanks, Sue.
All right, you're welcome indeed. So we got that. We got sorrel. Do you have another one to share? It's 27.5 after 7 o'clock. Here we go. Easy. Easy so. Call me now and tell me the word you see. 228-5562 or 228-5563. If I sound a little different, the sinuses got me knocking out, but I'll be all right. So call me now, 228-5562 or 228-5563. Tell me the word we can make when we unscramble these letters that you see on your screen right now. 228-5562 or 63. Good morning to you. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
Oh, I'm well. Thank you for asking. How old are you?
I'm 10.
You're 10 years old. And what school do you attend?
St. Bartholomew Primary School.
St. Bartholomew?
Yes, please.
That's in Christchurch, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. If you're 10 years old, that means that what, you're in class 3?
No.
What class are you? You're class 4?
Yeah.
All right. Well done. Okay. Do you think you know the word that you can make when you unscramble the letters on your screen?
Yes, please.
What word do you see?
Pudding.
You think it's pudding?
Yes, I do.
If you think it is pudding, spell pudding for me.
P-U-D-G-I-N-G.
Correct. P-U-D, pud, D-I-N-G, ding, pudding. That's the way we used to spell years ago. Absolutely right. What's your first name?
Christopher.
Oh my goodness, you are Christopher. That's the name of one of my godchildren, Christopher. And do they call you Chris for short?
Sure.
Of course they do indeed. And Christopher, do you like cake?
Yes.
All right. What are you looking forward to most at Christmas?
Presents.
So if you're looking forward to presents, what do you think you would want them to give you this year for Christmas?
Wow. I would want a PlayStation.
Really?
Yeah.
So this PlayStation, who would you like to have it from, mommy, daddy, or would you want everybody to put together the money and buy you the PlayStation?
Either one. I don't really care.
It doesn't matter. You just... As long as I get it. What about you saving your money to buy yourself your PlayStation?
Wow.
Christopher, you can do it. You know how you do it? You do it by doing chores. You do it by doing good acts. And you have that little arrangement with your parents or the adults in the house that say, you know, when I do this, then you give me that. And eventually you begin to save it up. Every cent you get, you put it aside, and then you'll have enough money to buy what you're looking for.
I save up for college.
You're going up for college?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. So your intention is to go overseas and study?
Yes.
What course of study would you think you'd like to go on?
Not sure.
You know, it doesn't matter. You're just saving because you're going overseas to study because your education comes first, right?
Right.
All right, Christopher, I hope you have a good day today at school, at St. Bartholomew School. Who's your teacher, by the way?
Mr. Carrington.
Mr. Carrington, I think they're doing a great job with you, Christopher, and your parents as well, because you sound confident, you're speaking well, and I want to wish you the best for today and for the Christmas as well. I hope you get what you're looking for, okay?
Okay.
All right, Chris, have a wonderful day. Thank you for calling.
You're welcome.
I love it when the little ones call. As the good book says, let them come unto me, suffer them to come unto me, and forbid them not. For of such is the kingdom of heaven. Here's a new one. Here's a new one. This one should whet your cockles. Tell me now, what word do you think you can make when you unscramble the letters you see on your screen? 228-5562 or 228-5563. Call us quickly and tell us the word. This one is so easy, it's not funny. This is so easy. I looked at it and I immediately got it. I know you can too. 228-5562 or 228-5563. And call me and don't make Christopher make you look bad. Christopher's only 10. Good morning. Hello.
Hi, morning.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
Wonderful. I'm well. Thank you for asking. What word do you see?
Malt.
Listen, it is right. Were you one of those growing up as a child when your father or one of the adults would bring home the drinks?
Yes.
And you had to have a malt, right?
Yes.
Were you one of those who also added milk to your malt?
No.
You have
don't
never
like
added milk to your malt?
No.
You just drink it like that?
Drink it like that. Ice cool.
Oh, it has to be ice cold. It can't be hot, right?
No.
The only way to drink the malt is ice cold. I am telling you. So are you looking forward to Christmas this year?
Sort of.
No. What does that mean by sort of?
I'm really not a Christmas person.
You're not a Christmas person?
No.
What do you mean by that? When you say you're not a Christmas person, what does that mean? What don't you do?
I don't go all full out.
So what don't you do?
I just like clean, put new curtains and that kind of thing.
So you do the cleaning and change your curtains, and that's
Yeah.
all you do?
Yeah.
Do you live alone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So you're putting yourself to all that stress, right?
No, not anymore.
So y'all don't have any Christmas lunch as a family or anything like that?
Yeah, we used to, but since COVID stepping in, you don't really do that anymore.
Well, COVID step out for a moment. So you're going out. Don't you plan to go out this Christmas?
Yeah, I plan to go out.
Good. So if you are meeting together as a family and having what we call potluck, everybody bring a little something, what would you take?
No, I want to go to a restaurant this year.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
So are you going to the restaurant on your own?
No.
Answer me.
No.
So that means there's a special somebody?
No, me and my cousin.
Oh, it's just with your cousins. All right,
Yeah.
fair enough. So you're going to skirt around with the answer for me. Indeed. Are you one who goes to church, though, for Christmas morning?
No.
You're something else. But that's all right. You do your Christmas the way you do it. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much. We wish you, though, a Merry Christmas nevertheless, all right?
Same to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much as well. Wow, that's different. That's different. Wait, we got one more. Look at this, folks. Look. This one is going to tie up your head, and I make no apologies for that. None whatsoever. Work it out and you give me a call, 228-5562 or 228-5563. What word can we make? Should we unscramble the letters you see on your screen? I'm telling you, I gave you all the hints in the world at the beginning. You should put yourself in the frame of mind and all of that, yada, yada, yada. Well, you should figure this one out now that you see it. Does it begin with a consonant or does it begin with a vowel? And call me as soon as you work it out on 228-5562 or 228-5563. And while I wait on your call, let me remind you that the CBC Cares food drive is on. I want you to really, really give from your generosity by dropping into the barrels some food items, non-perishable food items that are of good value and good condition as well. So please, no tins that are bumped, because one has to be very careful of tins that are bumped. But nonetheless, you put it into we have one right here in our lobby, and there's some at Massey locations from 10 o'clock this morning, Massey Worthing. That's where we would want to be, and we would love to see you drop in your items there too, to give to those in need. So can you figure out this word? Good morning, hello.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks, and you?
Oh, I'm well, thank you for asking. Do you think you know the word?
Yes, please.
What word is it?
Poinsettia.
Spell poinsettia.
Poinsettia.
How many I's do you see on your screen? The letter I.
I see two.
And where do you put them?
I put Poinsettia.
And where's the other I going?
I don't know.
I can sort it. So it's P-O-I-N, poinsettia. Poinsettia. We say poinsettia, but it's poinsettia. Poinsettia. So you're kind of close. You forgot one of the letters there. Can you recognize the flower poinsettia? Poinsettia?
Yes, please.
Really?
Yes.
So for those who don't know, describe what you see. Tell me what it looks like.
I see a red flower that has some kind of yellowish, orangish, you know, that fiery red look? Yes.
Is you describing?
Yes. And it's always nice at Christmas.
For true?
Yes, it is. It's nicer.
Look at me on the screen. Is this a poinsettia?
I can't see anything there.
Well, open your eyes. Look at me. Look at your TV. Don't look for me. I'm not there by you. Can you see me?
Yes, I can.
All right. So is this thing that I'm holding a poinsettia?
Yes, it is.
You sure?
Positive.
All right. I'll live with that. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you so much for playing with us, okay?
Thank you very much. Thanks. Have a good day.
You too. What's your first name?
My first name is Lana.
Hey, Lana.
Hi.
4 letters, simple so.
Yes. 4 letters, simple so.
Have a good day, Lana.
Thanks, likewise.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Lana was too sweet indeed. All right. That's it. That's it. Look. That's it. That's it. And somebody will say, when it's green, it's young. I guess when it's red, it's ripe. No, it comes in varying colors. Oh, my gospel. The poinsettia. Christmas indeed. All right. We'll take a break right here. When we come back, J. Cole will join us.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. Think before you click. Pigeons, think before you click. Don't forget now. Before you spread wrong information. Think before you click. Just stop and think. Think before you click. BBS. Think before you click. If you can't confirm the source of the information, think before you click. When friends send news to your phone, check the source or leave it alone. Cause people creating fake news to deceive you and confuse. Alright now, accident broadcast on WhatsApp. Check yourself, don't forward that. Have respect for the victim's family. You would not share family like that. Think before you click. Agents, think before you click. Don't forget now. Before you spread wrong information, think before you click. Just stop and think. Think before you click. Think before you click. If you can't confirm the source of the information, think before you click.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. You look past my mistakes, all my flaws, all my problems. Make them yours. At the end of the day, you still see me the same way. Yeah. Wherever I go, I know all roads lead me right back to you. And whatever I do, I know your love covers me. Yeah. But I don't wanna just take it for granted, like your grace means I could do my own thing. My own things would have got me stuck in the first place. In the first place. I just know that I need you without a doubt. I've given all that I've got, but I can't work it out. And even if I had the strength of an army, I'll still trade for your grace. Yeah. Every time I fall down on my knees, I know that's where I need to be. I just wanna hear your voice whenever you speak to me. Take the lead, 'cause I don't really know where.
See, that is such a powerful song. That is such a beautiful song, and I so admire that young man for the lyrics and the mood and the message of the music. Jaco Lawrence is the dude who you just saw. Jaco, good morning to you.
Morning, Pearson. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm well. Good to see you. I love the background. It's making me feel Christmassy.
And your mother had a hand. Your mother had a hand in it too, so you know what that means.
Oh wow! I can tell.
Jaco, This is such a powerful, powerful song. I don't know if you are aware of how truly powerful this song is. And I'll tell you why, because I was here till Dikey Nam come last night. And while sitting, I began to listen to it. I played it and immediately it connected because I understood the place from which you wrote the song. But for those who may not quite have gotten it, tell us the place from which you wrote this song, For His Grace.
Well, it's interesting you should ask me if I understood, because actually when I wrote the song initially, I didn't even write it for myself. Obviously, you just mentioned the name of the song, For Your Grace. It was only after I had written it. So I'm a singer, songwriter, producer, so oftentimes I would write songs for other artists and stuff like that. And this happened to just be part of a batch of tracks that I had gotten from a producer that I worked with. And it was only after I'd written the song that I realized that this song speaks exactly to my life's journey and my life story, not only in music, but personally. You know, had it not been for the grace of God on my life, I'm pretty sure there are many situations that might have overcome me just in my life, you know. So I had that moment of reflection, and you know, it was beautiful to be able to listen to it from the perspective of a listener, just for that fact that I didn't realize while I was writing it what it really meant. So.
And I'm telling you, what I loved is you look back and you accept where you've been, and going forward, you're saying, but going forward, it is for your grace. But for your grace, I could have, but for your grace, I will. And I think it has that duality that I absolutely love about it. And you're able to sit on the groove. You have a great voice anyway, you know, so that's natural. But the song is powerful simply for the message. And I'm glad that you now are able to recognize how impactful it truly, truly is. You've worked with a number of people to put it all together. Talk to me a little bit about that relationship with those with whom you've worked and how it has also touched and meant something to them.
For sure, definitely. So the track was produced by some producers in the US, one of them by the name of Droid, and the other one by the name of Kevin Camp, along with a host of other different musicians and you know, different producers that played the guitar and, you know, different areas of the track. The video was directed by one of my favorite directors. He does all my videos, a guy by the name of Jerusalem, aka Andrew Thornhill. And we really just were, you talk about impact. One of the things that I wanted to do was to share the vision of the song. So we went into it with the idea of, you know, as you can see, I'm sitting behind a projector, and on the projector screen is kind of like a snapshot of the different moments in my life and career. And I really felt like the director, Jerusalem, was able to capture perfectly what I had envisioned. And with the track, as you mentioned, you know, the beat with the, you know, the guitar, and, you know, it kind of has that acoustic feel, but still that classic R&B with the hard drums. It really, you know, captures, I guess, in full essence, you know, my musical style, just, you know, from the perspective of music. So yeah, I encourage everyone to go check it out.
As I listen and I watch and I look at you now, how much you are coming into your own space, your own purpose. Does it make you tremendously happy, Jacob, to know that you are on this journey to fulfilling your purpose?
Absolutely, man. I feel like you ask me questions that make me rethink my whole life. The way you ask these questions, I feel so like I gotta go and fast and pray. No, but all jokes aside, definitely it's great to be making music, like you said, that is purpose driven. As you know, and every time we would speak and every time we've spoken recently, my mission and my call, I believe, is to glorify Jesus in all that I do. And it's great to have a space and to find a space in music where he's able to speak through me, and for me to be able to make music that is good, you know, and it's stuff that I enjoy, and to be able to impact lives wherever I go, whatever I do, there's no better feeling, and to be pleasing to the Lord. You know, it's one thing to, you know, and so in the song I talk about, even if I had the strength of an army, I'd still trade for your grace. So there's this trade-off that I've made with my life that has been all worth it, I can say, from this point.
That is beautiful. Our social media contributors are already talking about the song. They love it indeed, and that's what we like.
And thank you.
we are going through times right now which are challenging for so many, and so many are looking into spaces trying to find something to hang on to, a little kernel of truth that would help them to be rooted in something. And here it is, you popped into this space now with For Your Grace, and it is so truly timely given everything that's going on. Was this a deliberate act on your part, or is it just providence from Jehovah God?
I would say it's all divine. And again, when I go back to the beginning of me making the song, I did not imagine that it would have this much impact on me personally. So I am really just the vessel that has been able to watch how the Lord has somehow orchestrated it to come out the way it did when it did. Actually, it's, in the world of music, it's unconventional to release a song like this so close to Christmas, obviously, because everybody's so caught up with the traditional Christmas sounding songs. But I just felt really impressed that this song needed to come out right now. So I am just as much of a onlooker, when it comes to God's great plan. But again, I'm definitely thankful that I followed, and you mentioned, this being such a time where God's grace is needed. The Bible says that His grace is sufficient. And for me, this song ministers to me directly in that aspect, because although you may not be taken away from the thing, God's grace is something that comes and gives you an ability to bear, to go through. So definitely I would say.
And it's truly sufficient. It's truly sufficient. There's a part in the Bible where God says, draw close to me and I'll draw close to you. And I'm seeing that happen with you, where as you drew closer and closer to God, the happiness is on your face. Your face is so relaxed, you can't begin to imagine. There's a light that is shining through that speaks to a place of comfort and knowledge and confidence. Because as you have drawn closer to God, God has truly drawn closer to you. And in having that relationship, He is happy to share with you and to make things happen for you, to open doors so that you walk through, so His name will be glorified for His grace. And that is exactly what you've been able to do. Don't make me preach this morning, Jacob.
I was just gonna say I could have just left you. This is like my sermon.
Yes. But
I'm getting it all here now.
This is sweet. So I'm so immensely proud of what you've done. For those who are watching who want now to get it, is it available on the streaming platforms? How can we do so?
Yes, it's available on all streaming platforms: Apple Music, Spotify, iTunes, Amazon. You can go check the video out on YouTube. You just type in my name. You see it just came up on the screen there, Jacob Lawrence, and you'll just type in For Your Grace. And go leave a like, go leave a comment, make sure you share it. I'd really love to hear your feedback and to hear how this song has impacted you. Right now on YouTube, we have so far 100,000 views. But if, for those in Barbados, make sure you call the CBC hotlines and get it, and make sure you get it played here too.
Absolutely,
I'm interested in those views as well.
Indeed, so
call and request it on the local radio stations. So it's everywhere. There's nowhere that you can't find this song.
So true. It does have a nice crossover appeal. So we encourage as many of you as possible really to get out there, get it, get closer to the song For His Grace. And in doing so, you will be truly impacted and inspired. People are talking, and I love it indeed. So you take some time and go to our page as well on YouTube and see the comments that they're making about it. Jacob, thank you. For His Grace, we've met up yet again, and I want to wish you to continue to do so, meeting His needs, delivering His needs, and caring for the people as you go. Thank you, Jacob.
Thank you, Pearson.
You're welcome, my friend. Take care indeed. Let's go out to a little bit more of For His Grace. We're back in a moment.
Wherever I go, I know all roads lead me right back to you. And whatever I do, I know your love covers me, yeah. I don't wanna just take it for granted, like your grace means I could do my own thing. Cause my own thing's what got me stuck in the first place. And that's why I know
saying you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados.
It's now 6 minutes to go to the hour of 8 o'clock. I was almost holding back by an hour, but hey, we have the cameraman with us this morning because he has a gift to give to all of us. Good health for Christmas. I already accept your gift. Cameraman, morning.
Good morning, sir.
So tell me a little bit about this song and why you thought you needed to release a song for Christmas.
Well, this song here is a song with good health. I don't want to stop anybody from having a good thing for Christmas, but it's just a reminder that as you go through the Christmas season, you still have to make sure that you do the right things, keep healthy, eat the things that have less salt, use less sugar and everything, and keep fit. That's mostly what it's about.
All right, so what I'll do, since you have the microphone, I'll let you present that gift to us, and I'll come back and talk to you after, all right?
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cameraman.
Aha! For Christmas, give me good health for Christmas. Good health for Christmas. Give me good health for Christmas. Don't want no diabetes. Don't want no cancer. No STDs. I want to live longer. Good health for Christmas. Give me good health for Christmas. Good health for Christmas. Give me good health for Christmas. Too much sugar, it bound to kill ya. Too much salt, I tell ya, that is high blood pressure. Good health for Christmas. Good health for Christmas. Good health. Jam. Good health for Christmas. Give me good health for Christmas. Good health for Christmas. Give me good health for Christmas. Everything in moderation. Everything in moderation. Everything in moderation. Everything in moderation. Whiskey, a little bit. Rum, a little bit. Brandy, a little bit. A little bit. Whiskey, a little bit. Wine, a little bit. when you're dying. Good health for Christmas. 20 toes for Christmas. In the gym, yes. For Christmas. That is good health for Christmas. Pierce and Bowen for Christmas. Alicia Alves for Christmas. Roll Ford for Christmas. Crispy Songman for Christmas. Good health for Christmas. Good health for Christmas.
Oh, thank you, cameraman. That was great, man.
Thank you very much.
I like the message, good health for Christmas. And in so many ways, we have to be mindful of how much we consume, the quantities and so forth. But your gift of a good health for Christmas, I readily accept. A great song. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome, indeed. All right. So, by the way, did you write it?
No, that song was written by Sean Barrow, my good friend Shawnee, and produced by Blood.
Nice, nice. So again, he's working with the boys to be all together. And this is your first Christmas song?
No, this is my second.
I know.
I actually had one around 2016 named Don't Left Me Out.
That's right. Don't Left Me Out, which you hear a lot on 94.7 FM. And as always, you know, it's such fun. This is one of the coolest guys with which we work right here at the CBC. Really good guy. You know him now, the cameraman. You know he's more than just soca. He's also very thoughtful, giving you good health for Christmas today. Chris, thanks a lot. All the best.
You're welcome. Thank you as
You're
much.
welcome. And he took his thunder. He called the whole production crew set of names, you know. There's Alicia Asgrant, Roel Ford, Christopher Blenman. At Master Control has been Tamisha Green and Pearson Bowen. For all of them, to each of you, we wish you a wonderful weekend. If it be God's will, we'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning.